because it's just unlosable if you don't make mistakes. Keeping 2 owls is fine too. I would not have kept. Oh, okay. I would not have kept both owls, but keeping one of the owls is fine. He mulliganed everything.
He tossed away.
Yeah.
Tossed away mountain giants.
From the
Oh, because they think they zoo. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what is going on? Both of them threw away their mountain giants, and of course, they both assume it's the zoo, so they have to be careful. But if he assumes it's zoo, why did he throw away Hellfire? Isn't Hellfire one of your better answers against zoo?
Yep. I always feel so bad casting handlock games because I feel I don't know.
It's like the one deck. It's according to you, it's the one deck that you know how to play.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm always.
You have a strong opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's never in favor of what the guy's doing. That's how I feel. That's okay. Life tapping here, good play. He's not owling his zombie chow. I've seen that before.
So that's the creative play. Oh man, what an awkward hand.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put a lot of cards like
God.
Siphon Soul, Hellfire, Healbot into your deck. You just don't have a consistent curve.
I mean, he actually can't do... Like, if he taps, he might just have to coin it to nothing. Oh, so he just passes. Keeps the coin.
So yeah, even if PhoneTap draws Owl here, he doesn't have the card to combo with it. No coil.
No Dark Bomb. Nope, yes, Dark Bomb.
That is brutal.
Oh, well, at least he can coin Sludge Belcher, hopefully stall for time. But he's not going to because there's a Defender of Argus waiting on the other side.
And a coil. In case he draws another 4-drop, he could coil.
Right.
But yeah, just going to be a Defender here, I think. Although, no, I would tap.
Tap coil.
I would coil first.
Okay.
Because he could draw a Mountain Giant or a Drake off the coil.
It's true. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. Doesn't really end up being the case here, but it's fine. I always feel like Defender of Argus is always a clunky card, though, in handlock. I mean, of course, it has some really strong swings, but
you're absolutely right about that. It is very clunky. That's the best scenario for it, where you're defending your Drake to kill Sludge Belcher. But yeah, I usually only play one for that reason too. If you play Draxus, you kind of have to play 2 of it, though.
Makes sense. So how do these late game cards in PhoneTap's hand work in this matchup? Do you think they're okay, or you don't like them? Ragnaros and Draxus?
I mean, Sylvanas is good. It just like forces him to have an owl. Ragnaros and Draxus. Draxus is usually unplayable in the mirror. Like, you never have an opportunity to drop it, because you're just going to be dead on the counter swing. Yeah, Ragnaros is... Honestly, it's good, even though it's very dangerous, because playing it just exposes you. If you shoot him in the face, then you get Molten Giant Shadow Flamed. But in general, I would say Ragnaros is very good, because you can play it in a way that it just becomes this trump card. It can win you games that no other card can, of course. That's what Ragnaros does.
Yeah, there's some opportunities if you exhaust all the removal, they can't actually deal with it. Hellfire finally able to clean out the board here for PhoneTap, but once again gives initiative KingRiaz. Does
What better card is there to play with 7 mana and an empty board? There you go.
Baron Geddon in Paladin.
Oh.
I'm just busting your balls.
90% chance to win the game.
Yeah. How about Unstable Portal in turn 7?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like a 6 mana Dr. Boom.
Yes, that's the answer for 6 mana then for sure.
I would play Sylvanas here.
I have no time for games.
I like it.
Seems to challenge really well, even though if your opponent has an owl, still has to deal with it. But if you owl, do you follow it up with a giant, or are you removing Sylvanas here? And if so, I guess you play the giant first, right, for mana efficiency. Or does it even matter?
Like, man. I'm thinking about this for a second. Siphon is definitely not right. But yeah, I think Giant Owl was the play. The only question is, do you let the 5/5 live or not?
Right.
I think I would not. You can't afford to get Molten Giant Shadow Flamed while you have an 8/8 that hasn't attacked yet. He's going to opt to do it this way, which is fine. Because all he really has to worry about is like Siphon Soul on the 7/7, and then, you know, if that happens, you still have your boom bots. It's not a huge deal.
Okay, okay. Well, he holds off on these attacks, which I can definitely get behind, at least to play around Molten Giant range.
Yeah, if he had a Shadow Flame, he could have gone face there, I feel like, and then just counter Shadow Flame if he needed to. I don't know, he's got the Siphon, though. Going face is probably a bit better there.
Well, actually, with Ragnaros in hand, a way to potentially threaten, but seems like he's going to spend his entire turn trying to remove this Dr. Boom.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of the bigger mistakes I feel like people make in handlock mirrors is they play around Molten Giant a little too much, or not enough. That's most of the skill when playing against handlock, is just kind of playing around it at the right times.
Well, there's back-to-back threats here being dropped. Or, do you feel safe enough to drop even...
Should have played Drake first.
Yeah, for more health.
Actually, life tap. Play both.
Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Alright. Game is well in favor of KingRiaz right now. He's very, very far ahead. But, you know, Shadow Flame can do crazy things, as always.
Well, you just used a Siphon Soul too, and that Giant's a big problem here. What do you even do?
Yeah, all the plays are pretty bad.
Oh gosh, actually, there's not much he can do here. He has to actually Mortal Coil for a better answer. Maybe cheaper Molten Giants.
Take 4. 2. That's enough.
Yeah, that's actually enough for Shadow Flame.
If he wants to go that route, we'll see. It might be better to Lotheb Earthen Ring.
Is it too greedy to squeeze into tap before this Molten Giant?
I don't think so. I would have done it.
Oh. Well, you would have been playing with fire because you actually would have died.
Yeah, worth it.
Doesn't matter, life tapped. He's 1 damage off lethal.
He should play Jiraxes, but he won't.
Why not? Because the Molten Giant's in hand and you feel like you have to get it out.
Yeah. Well, like, if you play Jiraxes on an empty board, that's actually where it's insane. Because how do I put it? Like, every turn you hold off on playing Jiraxes, the opportunity cost is a 2-mana 6/6. So the earlier you play it, like, the more turns of that you get going. And, you know, you've already seen a Shadow Flame be played by your opponent. Like, that's the only way to deal with the Infernals. It's the only way.
Sure.
I mean,
Ragnaros also puts enough pressure, too, to threaten the game as well.
Yeah, but that could get, like, big game 100 Siphon and then just gain a bunch of life. But honestly, like, KingRiaz is so far ahead, it doesn't really matter what he does here.
No, it actually doesn't. Looks like PhoneTap is out of options for this game. He can heal up to 9.
Yeah.
And well, he can actually heal up to 12 and then be defensive. Or...
He's playing Lotheb, right?
Yeah.
Lotheb Healbot.
Lotheb Healbot, or just more targets for Ragnaros with like Ancient Watcher and Farseer if he wants to live like more. Either of those are okay, I think. Every other option seems very weak, considering that you might just die to a Ragnaros shot.
Alright, Lotheb Healbot comes down.
Won't stop it though. I don't know.
Yeah, you just Jiraxis, right? Jiraxis killed a 3/3.
Set up
Go
a
face.
50-50.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable. It's pretty strong. I was thinking if there's a way to guarantee it with Hellfire, but I don't think so. Because Lothar would survive with 1 HP. Life tap. Alright, I wasn't expecting that play. This is the very safe play, but I'm assuming you're just going to attack the face with this. And then try and see the outcome of it. So Ragnaros could end the game, and it does. So KingRiaz takes game 2 and ties it up, sending it to Druid versus Druid. Well, that's the end of the mirror here as we go into Druid. See what